Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Reggae Up Yourself Podcast with me, your host, the Fuchaman, and people. We have got the incredible, the amazing, the beautiful Queen Amiga. Hello, how are you?
Blessed love, I'm blessed, giving thanks for life.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really looking forward to hear your story because I'm a big fan for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah. So, where exactly are you from?
Well, I was born in the city of San Fernando, that's south of Trinidad,
Yeah.
raised and still reside in San Fernando, a
Yeah.
very small city.
Yeah.
Yes, south of my island, little island of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. What's the name of your village or area that you come from?
My village where I reside, it's Turuba, and it's in the vicinity of Marabella.
Marabella. Okay.
Marabella,
And what was it?
outside.
What was it like growing up there?
Quiet life, city life, but very, very quiet. Not much going on. But growing up as a singer, I had the opportunity to, enter a lot of talent shows, and
Yeah.
so I had a nice, quiet life, but full of music.
Yeah. Are you from a big family? Lots of brothers
I
and sisters?
am, I'm in the middle of four boys. So I grew up with four boys. So
Yeah.
it's five of us,
Yeah.
and I'm the only girl.
Okay. Did they spoil you? Did your brothers
I was
spoil you?
always the queen amongst the pack. And like I say, two boys and myself, and then two boys. So I'm right in the middle. So I was
Yeah.
always hailed as the queen in my family. So
Amazing.
very fun.
Is that where the name Queen Amiga came from?
I don't know, but it's so amazing to know that from birth, my mom, my grandmother actually started calling me Queenie, and they say that that name would have stuck on me, which it did. So growing up in school and throughout my childhood, everyone called me Queenie. And then when I adopted Rastafari,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when the name changed or transitioned from Queenie to Queen Omega. You know,
Okay. And when did this happen?
I was how old I was? I was about 16, 17 years. And
Yeah.
the elders in the Rastafarian community, here
Yeah.
they just because of how I was always into the music and how I care about myself. And then I was always with a book writing poems and always
Yeah.
chanting and singing. And they they gave me the name. I don't know, just just good vibes,
Queen Omega. All right.
Yeah.
So, was your parents Rasta as well?
My parents wasn't Rasta, but my dad, I grew up in a Christian home. So with
Yeah.
that being said, was always prayers. We used to have 6 o'clock evening devotion, something that we still have up to this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And my dad, although he didn't have locks at the time, he grew his locks now, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause-
And
But
you convert him to Rastafari.
yeah. But at the time, I could remember when I was growing up, I grew up on a lot of Aita. We hardly used to eat meat, like probably one Sunday in a month.
Yeah.
We would eat a little chicken and mostly a lot of fish and a lot of greens. So we eat more veggie than meat growing up. A lot
Yes.
of vegetables. He used to cook a lot of what he used to call ital.
Yes, I know, I know. Yeah. So basically, you convert your dad into Rastafari, growing his locks as well. What did your mom say when her one little 16-year-old daughter is talking about joining Rastafari? Because I grew up in a Christian family in Jamaica as well. And we start growing dreads, your grandmother gonna say you're losing your mind, the boy gone mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So what did it, I know
yeah.
your dad accept it, but how did your mom feel about that?
Well, you know what it was for me it was really a spiritual transition. So I can remember when I was growing my locks, I was really into the Bible. I was really into the scriptures, and some of the teachings in the Old Testament, I really hold on to, where they say that a woman should not wear a man's garment and stuff like that. When my mom see me start wearing skirts, stop wearing pants, and then I stopped eating meat, and I was always into the scriptures, always reading my Psalms, chanting my Psalms. And she said to me, I remember she called me to sit for us to have a conversation, and she said to me, I don't know nothing about Rastafari, but if this is the way you want to serve God, and I noticed that I'm seeing a change, which is a positive change. You're more relaxed, you're more humble, and you're reading the Bible more. And when she said that, I was like, yeah, for real, I really, really transforming,
True.
And she said, if this is the way you want to serve God, I am not seeing nothing wrong. I'm seeing a good change. I'm not against it. And I was like, Jah Rastafari.
Yes, Rasta, give thanks. All right, so let's go back down in the music now. You started singing from you were a little girl, and what age are we talking about?
Wow. Well, if I could remember myself, I was always singing. So from kindergarten, primary school, senior secondary school, I was born singing. But when my school teachers, when you're in school, they see a talent and they started to push you. And I could remember my teacher, she wrote a calypso and I sang and I won. And she wrote another one and I sang. And she promised me if I won, she would have carried me to a big local TV show at the time, which was 12 and under. 12 and under.
What is it called?
12 and under.
Okay.
Right. So she carried me to 12 and under, and it was really, really a nice experience. So I was 9 years at the time when I really could say that I started to do this singing thing really serious, because it was a serious talent show. And after that, I was always singing. I was being recognized, and I started working in a studio, and stuff just started rolling on and on and on. And my whole life, as I said before, my whole life I was really into music. My parents really tried to push me because they realized that I have a voice. And people always say when I sing, they get goose pimples. When I sing, their paws raise. And so that I always was singing.
So you started out singing calypso?
I did. I started off singing calypso for sure.
All right. And then when did it all transcend into reggae music?
Well, I first started growing my locks, obviously I wanted to make it a part of my lifestyle and of course into my music. So I started writing, and when I started writing, the lyrics were so strong, so consciously strong, it was so strong. And that is when I decided, boy, I feel I want to do reggae, because I couldn't do soca at the time, in my island, soca music. I couldn't do it because I couldn't see myself doing it conscious. I couldn't see myself, writing those kind of lyrics to that kind of beat.
Yes.
And that's when I decided to, really get into the genre of dancehall and reggae, because it really, really fits hand in hand,
Yeah,
it's easy to write nice, positive lyrics to them kind of roots reggae rhythms. So I started doing it, and once I started doing it, that was it. That was it. It's a wrap. It was just like on and constant good vibes from everybody, good feedback, great push. Everybody was just motivating me. It didn't have much women too. Doing what I was doing. So I was brave to start doing,
True.
And at the time it was something like soca dancehall. I used to fuse soca with the dancehall.
Yeah.
And I think that is where I really get the break, because they heard it. A crew from London, some brethren from London heard it.
Yeah.
I did a soca dancehall track when I was working in Kenny Phillips' studio. All my teenage years, I worked in the studio doing music. So I got the break, and I really, really decided, listen, I'm going to do reggae, because I'm a Rasta woman, and it just go hand in hand. It just fits,
That's true. It makes sense. Who was the reggae artist that was influencing you though at the time?
Well, when I was young, my dad, as you know, he was always conscious. So my dad was a big fan. He is a big Bob Marley fan. And Steel Pulse. I could remember that's the kind of music I was used to be hearing a lot. A lot of Steel Pulse, Third World, Bob Marley, and the Wailers, Dennis Brown, some of the old school, the Congos, Yabi U, them kind of music there.
Yeah, man, powerful influences. There's no mistake that
Can't forget Burning Spear. I had a personal album I used to listen to every morning after I do my chores and I clean the house and stuff. I would listen to that every morning. And my dad and the whole family, because my dad was so, conscious, he was always part of the vibe. He never really, fight me down, as they would say, for me to be a Rasta woman. So when I put on the music, we all skanking and everybody having a nice time, incense burning,
Yes, yes.
Right.
Oh, that's beautiful. What time, can you remember the very first song that you recorded?
Wow, my very first song, that would have been that same dancehall track that I was singing about. That was my first official recording. And boy, if you think I'm joking, then it's not joking matter.
Sorry, 1 second. I think the wind is drowning you out again.
Come close this door. Boy, if you think I'm joking, this is not joking matter. The police station classes, I shatter. If you think I smile, I am serious. I puncture the tires of a Babylon bus. And if you think I'm funny, and I skylark, Selassie manifest and in dismantle the mark. 999, them I call it rapid response. That's the first track I recorded.
Yeah.
And it rinsed the radio. They play it a lot.
That's
they really
amazing.
played it a lot. Yeah, and that track was heard by a guy called Zachary Issa. Three guys, Jamuki Brewster, Zachary Issa, and Michael Swaby. And they came together and they decided they wanted to give me an invitation to come to London to record my first album. And it manifested. And they came to Trinidad, they spoke with my parents, they invited me, bought my tickets, I went to London and recorded my first entitled.
Hold on. Sorry, you traveled to London and record your first album in London. What is the album called?
Self-entitled, so it was called Queen Omega.
First album is called Queen Omega, and it's available right now online. Yes.
Yes, that album is still there.
Which song was the biggest song from the album?
It's King Selassie, who me represent. Me not read me finger in no government. The rich are the dollar, the poor are the cent. Them call me a squatter to me not pay no rent. Them dreadlocks gonna never live in a tenement. That's a song with it's a combination with Capleton and Sizzla. I would have to say that's the biggest.
You did a song with Capleton and Sizzla on your first album.
I did.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Like literally, those are like the two giants.
Yes, and it was really incredible because I was so young, and to be able to collaborate with those two firemen, two big lion in the business. What? It was such a privilege for me, and I was humbled, and I was so grateful for that opportunity. Although we were not there in the studio,
I understand that.
Yeah, Dr. Marshall, Dr. Marshall, he was responsible for that. I give thanks, and I was doing some work in Anchor Music Works in Jamaica and Kingston. It was really a nice experience. And on that album, I have a combination also with Anthony B.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
on that album. And I have a few good collaborations too with Buju and, Gentleman. Yeah.
Queen Omega, this is incredible. Like you literally work with like the greatest reggae artist there ever is out of Jamaica. Like literally apart from Bob Marley and Dennis Brown and a few more. There's the guys, the names that you're talking about is giants. Capleton, Sizzla, Anthony B.
True.
Hey, Buju Banton.
I think, it's because of the Most High, and I'm so true to my works, and I am who I am, I try to not just sing reggae, but to live it, I try to be at peace with my fellow men. I try to watch my diet, how I eat, how I care about myself, how I dress. I try to praise the Most High in everything I do, praise him in work, because praising is just not opening your mouth and saying hallelujah.
True.
Worship is everything. We have to know and understand that we are holy people and we are required to live a certain life. And Rastafari kind of bring that understanding in this dispensation to I and I, because, you know, I and I went through so much, our ancestors went through so much, and we can't forget that. That's part of our history, you know, it's part of our culture. And when we embrace it and understand who we are, then we will be able to shine and be the gods and goddess and kings and queens that we were meant to be, you know. And Rastafari brought that kind of, that understanding and that realization in this timing, you know, because we're really, really living in a Babylon system and in a really wicked, cruel system where they really don't care about the laws of the Most High and about holiness. They don't want to hear nothing about that. So Rastafari brought that reality and that consciousness to me that, listen, you could live that life still. Even though you're in Babylon, you still could fight and live a real, real conscious life because it's required of us, you know.
Naturally, Rastafari is the Almighty. Give thanks. Yes, it makes sense. You know, so, all right. First album. How many albums have you done?
I have up to date 5 albums recorded.
And all 5 of them been released?
All 5 of them been released. So that's Queen Omega. Then the second one is Pure Love. Third one, Away from Babylon. Fourth is Servants of the Army. Am I forgetting anyone? Destiny. And Servants of the Army. Yeah.
Amazing. And you have got some new music coming out soon as well, right?
I have an EP soon to be released, and also so following the EP, after the EP, we'll be releasing the album. So we're trying not to rush, but I have a lot of works right now because of the pandemic. You know, I've been taking this time to just focus more on my music because I can't travel. So there is a time for me to just put in, just make music, talk about what's going on, current affairs, also sing music to give people more hope, more strength, because a lot of people feel so despaired. You know, we feel like there's no hope. We don't know which direction to go. We're confused. We're frightened. We're afraid. So I am making kind of like revolutionary music to, you know, make people understand that, listen, you don't need to be afraid, you don't need to be timid, step out, shine, rise, we're going to overcome, we're going to get through, you know. It's just a phase. So this EP is going to have some really nice tones as well, because what I'm doing as well, I'm getting into more of the new wave music, you know, because I'm an artist and I'm versatile. Not because I'm a reggae artist, that doesn't mean I'm gonna just stick to reggae. I'm gonna just, you know, be in a box. So I'm fusing, I'm doing some experiments, and I'm touching on some really nice new waves rhythms. And it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful collection of music. Trust me, it's gonna be amazing.
Music is music, you know, despite of the sound of the rhythm, you know. It's all about what the artist is saying on it, because the rhythm never promote no slackness or any violence. No beat ever said anything about slackness or violence. It's always the words that people put on it, you know. So the Bible says, "Now what you eat and drink going to defile is word from your mouth." So basically, it's what you're putting on the rhythm. It doesn't matter if you're feeling the beat, it's instruments, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
True.
Yeah, man. So which tune on this new EP is the big tune that everybody needs to be looking out for? The one that you're most proud of?
Well, there is this tune on the EP called Hard to Believe, and it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be the first release from the EP. Hard to Believe. It's a love song. It's a powerful love song. When I tell you it's powerful, and it can make you cry. It makes you feel, it brings a feeling, because it's a new age rhythm, and the song, everything, it's real. It's as real as it can get. It's a beautiful song, and I can't wait for the people them to hear it, because I know it's gonna be love. Because who does not love love?
Well, if you put it like that, if you're going to put it like that, I think it would be highly inappropriate not to ask for a little acapella. You know what I mean?
No problem. All right, so it's like. Ooh, You told me you love me. That was a lie. You played with my feelings and hurt me deep inside. It's hard to believe you, the words that you say. I'm gonna get the strength to walk out one day. Look how you give me my love, now me want take it back. Play with my heart, now it under attack. You don't know what's the meaning, it's a natural fact. It's a loving hardcore and you can't handle that. Yes, me cook, me clean, me wash for you. So tell me what else am I supposed to do? This black woman always giving it true. Yeah, man. It's your
Yeah,
love.
yo.
It's
That's
hard to believe you. The words that you say. It's really a nice song.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And your voice is
It
like
speaks
so
about
angelic.
getting your heart broken, but
Yeah.
you're being able to walk away and not feel, sad, being able to be empowered still, because we all go through sometimes in life where we feel so mashed up, and sometimes love could make you feel like, no, boy, I feel like I could go further. But that's the time you have to pick up yourself and be like, oh, this is love. This is what love does. And you just
That's
have
it.
to,
That's the
walk
love
away
hurts.
feeling strong and just give yourself a chance to love again.
That's true. Which lead to my next question. Is that song a true story?
I would say it's a true story, because I told you before, it's real. It's real as it can get.
Yeah, and as that person heard the song yet?
That's what?
The person you wrote that song about, have they heard it yet?
I don't know, I don't think they've heard it yet, but when they hear it, they will know. They will definitely know. Because
Yeah.
when something is for you, you know it, you feel it deep within.
Yeah.
And it all comes with love, it all comes with.
It is.
And I give thanks. I give thanks because, as artists, we have a tendency to turn pain into glory, make it beautiful. That's something that we do. We're like alchemists, we can, and that I give thanks for the opportunity, because I've been through so much and I put it into my music, and that's that's an opportunity to challenge sometimes some bad things and negative things, just a way to channel it positively through the music. So I give thanks that I give thanks to who I am and for my art and for the skills and the talent that I have, and I encourage those who who think that they have the talent but they're afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Come out and do your thing. There's a space for everyone in this universe, and there's a time for everybody to shine.
That's true. I totally agree with it. I could not say that better myself. So hold on. So let's go back on the family. You got you got, it's 5 of you. Your parents have. What about you? You got children?
I do. I do have children. I have 6 children.
6.
I do have 3 girls, 3 boys.
Wow. You didn't have any television?
Yes. I know that's a Caribbean joke, right?
I know.
You never watch TV, girl.
Well, the reason the reason why I said it, I'm just laughing because like my mom had 10 kids, and whenever I told people, they are like, "Oh my God, that's a lot." I said she didn't have any television, so that's what I said.
That was entertainment. Listen, I think it's a blessing.
Yes, it's true.
It's a blessing, especially for us. For some reason, we as Black women, oh my gosh. Blessed love, all my queens, all my sister queens out there. We are blessed. We are blessed in the womb. That's our gift. There was a time when I felt like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm having all these children. What's going on with me? I need to travel. I need to do my music. I need to focus on my music, my career. But then I let go and I let myself time to be a mother and time to enjoy my womanhood, time to enjoy married life, be a wife. I really enjoyed that. And I gave myself time. It's just that everything happened so quickly, you
Yeah.
know. That was
Also,
everything
did
happened quickly.
how old are they? They like
There are in steps. So like my eldest, he's this year is 14,
yeah.
10, 8, 6, 3, and 2.
Okay. Yeah. You got a busy 14 years. That was a busy 14 years of not only music, but it is God's blessings and his
Yeah.
strengthen you home to actually carry some, six strong baby. A lot of
Beautiful
people
children,
can't do
and
that.
they are all talented. My girls can really sing, and the boys are really gifted to play instruments.
Amazing. You're gonna have a band at home. Soon you can have your own
Yes,
band, right?
soon I'm going to have a band. Right now, I'm really, really getting them in the frame of mind
Mhm.
to understand that music is a business, and they have to be disciplined if they want to be on the road with me. As young as they are, they already have it in them. They're already
Yes.
prepared. My daughter, she wrote a song, and we have a collaboration. The 9-year-old, she soon will be 10. So
Amazing.
they have that skills, and they're ready, and they're watching mom. And I'm
Yeah.
telling them, you all have some work, because you'll have to do better than me.
Amazing. It makes sense. You got to get, push them and get them if they love it, because I think this is what is missing from a lot of the youths today is like the lack of
Yeah,
direction. A lot of
they need that
direction.
motivation. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So do you play any instrument?
You know what? I can, but I never really focus or make it like a must. I could play a little guitar. I could play a little bit on the keyboards and things.
Mhm.
I had a guitar at one time, and I was trying and practicing, but I don't think I'm disciplined enough. I need somebody to come and hit me on the head or something. Listen, girl, get serious.
Ah,
I guess it's because I don't know if it's because of how good I can use my voice, and I just probably happy with that. But if I do pick up a guitar and I really focus, I'm gonna make some serious music.
well,
Go there.
I like your excuse for can't play instrument properly. I will use that the next time somebody asks me that, because I I will I will use that. You probably don't realize you probably don't know this, but I'm actually an artist myself who do a lot of traveling and performing. I've done 7 albums myself. I got a big 10-piece
Whoa.
band. I got a 10-piece band here in the UK called the Fuchaman and his Fireblaze band. So I've done
Yeah.
tune with Anthony B and Turbulence and them people as well too. But
Nice.
I love doing the podcast, and I'm very interested in artists, genuinely interested in artists' stories and things. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
people is always asking me, "Can you play an instrument?" Because I got a big band. But
Right.
I never really thought about an idea like yours. It's I can use my voice so much because my music is very varied as well. I do reggae, I do dancehall, and I do jungle music.
Everything.
I do jungle
Yeah.
music as well. My biggest selling album to
Wow.
date, my biggest selling album to date
It's the
is a
jungle one.
jungle album. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Called Jungle
Wow.
Love. Very big.
Amazing.
Yes. So I'm
What's
gonna
your
use that.
artist name?
Sorry,
What's your artist name?
the Fuchaman. DA space FUCHAMAN. The
The future
Fuchaman.
man. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm sure I have met you already on the road,
You probably
because
have. It's a
you
good.
look familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen you already for sure. And your name,
Yeah.
I know that name, the future man. I know the
Yeah,
name.
man, that's me. A lot
Yeah,
of people,
man.
but under the podcast, I like very rare. I talk about it, like less
Oh,
people know
nah.
me. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
nah.
When
Yeah,
when I
man.
am, but
Definitely. You tour Europe already, right?
yeah, man, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
But our
man.
show,
So
we
I've been
buck up
I've been
sometime
doing the
out there.
roads. I've been doing the roads for a long time. So in my city, like I mean, I got a great relationship with the people in the city and the radios in my city, and that's why I got a big respect. So like I said, this podcast will be hosting on radio as well soon, like as of next week. You know what I mean? It's
Sweet.
gonna be on radio and it's gonna be on podcast, it's gonna be on all kind of things, but it's gonna be on YouTube as well. So we're gonna put it on YouTube for in the lockdown, people like to sit down and watch stuff. We want to let people sit down and watch interviews on YouTube.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
So
I.
I want to put that on YouTube too. So, but my next question for you is, where is it that you go and perform that actually make you feel like actually it doesn't get any better than this? This is just so incredible, and I feel like I live it again.
Wow. I had a few moments like that. I had moments like that in France already.
I'll take three then. I'll take three.
I had a moment like that in Jamaica.
Mhm.
Um, and I think I had a moment like that in Brazil.
Okay, amazing. So now, my next question is, you going to perform in Jamaica, and I'm very pleased that you raised that because I want to know, reggae is from Jamaica, you grew up in Trinidad. What was it like going to perform in Jamaica for the first time, knowing that this is the home of reggae music? And where was it that you performed?
So my first experience,
Mm-hmm.
my first time I left Trinidad, I traveled to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the year 2000
Yeah.
for Caribbean Musical Expo. And I went with
Yeah.
a band, a rock band from Trinidad,
Yeah.
right? Named Solomon Band. And I was like the DJ. I was the DJ, the girl to come and just spit fire. Of
Yeah.
course, I was doing the little backgrounds, but when it was the
Yeah.
time to have the little dancehall flavor, it was me. And I remember when I got on the mic and I started to do that spit
Yeah.
lyrics chanting thing.
Yeah.
Everybody stopped and there was like a who she, a who that, a who she name. But them
Yeah.
saying it soft, but I could hear and everybody came to the stage.
Yeah.
I was looking at me, and that was a moment for me
Yes.
because I was blown away. Because it's like, this is them Jamaicans here. And what's the scene? They hear me. The acknowledgement are bad, are bad. All in to come up to the stage after we was performing.
Yeah.
We was talking about it. All in to come up to the stage. Via boy are real bad. They love me, they love me, they love me. So it
Oh,
was really a nice
beautiful.
experience. Jamaicans love talent. They'll
Yes.
really, really accept you. You could be who? Once you're bad.
You're
They'll give
bad.
it to
That's
you.
true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I totally agree. That's exactly Jamaica. Like literally, they don't care if
Yeah.
it's a crazy person on the street, or they don't care if it's a police, a soldier, or security guard, or the man who's sweeping the street, or whoever it is. In Jamaica, if you're good, if your music is good, the general public is showing you a lot of love. Some of the
Yeah.
radios probably won't give you the respect you deserve unless you're paying them.
I
But
know
the
because they don't have
general
the
public
politics
in
there.
Jamaica, they
I know. But once they love you, they love you. And I had experience. I had an experience to be on stage with Ninja Man for
yeah,
Reggae Fest, right?
yeah.
And
Did you do it?
it was yeah.
You went on Reggae Sunfest with Ninja Man.
Yes, I did.
Jesus
I
Christ,
have a
tell me about that.
collaboration with Ninja Man. How could I forget Ninja Man? I have a collaboration with Ninja Man. Bad man can't make love. And he come in, darling. Oh my gosh, look, I can't remember this song. This song bad. This song called Bad Man Can't Make Love. So you know Ninja Man, right? So he's saying
Yeah,
he's a bad man and he could make love. And I'm like, no man, bad man can't make love. We are dealing with
yes.
someone.
I am going to
That
find
time
that
it was
song.
really a nice time. And at that time, when I was going to Jamaica a lot, and
Yeah,
of course, when Jamaicans see talent, they know talent, and Rudolph Daly. At the
yeah,
time, he was doing some work with Ninja Man, and he was blown away with my voice, and he invited me to come to do that project
yes.
and to do the performance. And I remember going on stage with Ninja Man to do this performance, and it
Yeah.
was really really nice because what happened, I don't know
Mhm.
if it was a planned thing, but this was my experience when I was on the stage
Yeah.
before he come on.
Mhm.
Actually, we were singing our song, and then this girl come on stage. I don't know who she is, and she started that pure slackness.
Yeah.
And I was like, and who she feels she is, and I start chat pure culture. And
Yeah.
it was like a little clash thing between she and I. I never know who she was, but
Yeah.
I get real forward. And then Ninja Man come back on stage. We finished the performance. And I left the stage on a high note because everybody was like, oh, with the blood, who's she? Her blouse and skirt. Oh, what a girl there.
Yeah.
How was she name? And then it's if she from Trinidad, she's a Trini girl. Boy, that Trini girl, bad boy. She bad, she bad. So I remember at that time, to
Yes.
me, it was like Jamaica loved me, they accepted me.
Amazing. That's incredible. Like literally, actually, can I make a confession? The
Yeah.
first few songs I heard of yours, I thought you were Jamaican.
I know I get that all the time. I get
But
that.
it's a good thing. It's like
It
because
is
you're
a
so
good thing.
natural with it.
And I don't feel no way because I love Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica so much times. I feel like I'm Jamaican. And when I go
Well,
there, they always say to me, "You are yardie, you're 15, you're yardie, you know."
but
What
let's
you
look
know?
at this. Let's put it further than this.
We're one
We
people.
are one people. We are all
We're one
African. We are
people.
all. So whether
Yes,
you're in
I.
Trinidad or you're
Yeah.
in Jamaica, we are all
Once you're a
African. So
black
it
man,
doesn't.
right?
We're African.
Yeah, and that's
All right.
reality. And I feel that's why I feel so connected when I go there because,
Mhm.
you know, as I say before, once you have skills and you're really genuine to your art, they
Yeah.
will give you that forward.
All
And
right.
Jamaica is that place to go to for that, you know, to
That's
feel the
true.
energy.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Jamaica is an amazing place to go perform because like I said, and we both agree, when you are good in Jamaica, the general public love you and appreciates you.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
they
mean?
do.
Yeah.
They do.
So let's fly across the pond now and tell me about that show in France and why was it so good?
Wow. Well, being when I started going to Europe from
Yes.
London, my first place to go was France. And then I had built a nice fan base in France where I have family. I was working with greatest friends and a whole team of young French musicians who
Yes.
just love reggae. When I
Yeah.
tell you them people love reggae, France is like Jamaica in Europe. You know that, right?
I haven't been to France yet, been to many places, but not France yet.
But I can tell you from my
Yes.
experience, I've been there a lot. France
Yes.
is like Jamaica in Europe.
Yes,
You know?
I've heard story about that. My third album, Papa Jolly, was released on a record label in France. So big up
Okay.
Reggae Records in France. Yes, I'm
Listen, they are very militant. They love it and they have a passion.
mhm.
And I'm being honest. At the time I was like, boy, them is white men, them don't really, they might be play with the soul, they're playing good.
Mhm.
And this is what I was saying. Them ain't go have the real soul, plus them is French. What them know about playing reggae?
Mhm.
Wow. I had to be like, eat up all my words.
You
Because
have to eat your own words.
when them fellas start to play my brethren,
Yeah.
I was blown away. My paws raised and immediately it was just like a connection, a
Yeah.
musical connection. And
Yes.
when I started rehearsing and traveling and we started doing shows together, it just became so beautiful. Our performance, we start gelling. I remember one performance, I'm trying to remember the venue, but it
Yeah.
was a large venue. And
Yeah.
when I hit the stage, the roof was like, it felt like it was blown off.
Amazing.
Everybody was jumping. Lighters was lighting, torch was blowing, women was screaming, the men was howling. Woo! It was crazy. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, over, pull up, 7 times pull up.
Yeah.
Certain songs I just couldn't perform because it was just too much pull up. Next song, it was really, really nice. That's why I hold France so dear to my heart because I realized that they have a huge, huge reggae following over there.
It is. I mean, that is like very highly documented as well because I remember a few years ago, people was saying that France was quickly becoming the reggae capital for playing more authentic reggae than Jamaica. So that
Yeah.
was like very,
I was
well
I heard it.
documented.
Yeah. I remember when they were saying that, and I could understand why they were saying that. The only reason why they were saying that is because they really have heart for it,
Mm-hmm.
They really, really have a heart for it, and they study it.
Yes.
They study it and they understand that, listen, this is not our culture. So if we are doing something like this, we have to do it good because
Yes.
we are representing someone else here.
Yes.
I think that's what they understand. So they put their heart and soul in it because they don't want to diss, They don't
Yeah,
want to
and
diss.
it makes sense, right? They feel they got to work harder to make sure they show that they deserve their spot,
Yeah,
deserve the rights to use it. Okay,
yeah.
let's swing across the Atlantic Ocean one more time and end up Brazil. What was it like the first time when you arrived in Brazil? Going to
Oh,
Brazil, what did you think? Do you speak Spanish?
I don't speak no Spanish. I think they speak Portuguese over there now. I don't speak
Oh yes,
Portuguese.
sorry, actually, my bad. Actually, it's Puerto Rico that speaks Spanish and they
Yeah,
speak Portuguese in
they
Brazil. And
speak Portuguese, a whole different language. But let me tell you
yes.
something.
Mhm.
It my experience over there was like a world in a world. It's like a different world, you know.
Yeah,
It's so big.
yeah,
And it's different shades of black. It's one of more beautiful, beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful. Different shades of black skin. So many different shades of black skin. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. All of our black people, you know,
Yeah.
and they love reggae. They love reggae and they
I
don't know no English.
I
That's what
know, I
fascinates
know.
me. That's what fascinates me about there too,
I
you know?
did I did a couple of interviews on radios in Brazil via like Zoom or telephone, and they got like translator there for me. And I've got
Yes,
a lot of them follow me on the internet as well. So I know
yes,
I love Brazil people as well, and they love me too. So big up to Brazil and big up to all of the people around the world that supporting reggae music too. You know what I mean? We got to show our love for all of those people that love reggae music. You know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah.
man. So basically, we got new music coming out, 5 album out, new EP, then a new album. No doubt there's new music video in the making soon as well.
Yes, of
Um,
course.
of all of the song that you've done so far that's been released, which one of your song is your favorite song?
Huh. Right now, I have to search in my file, my memory file. I
Mhm.
can't answer that question. I really can't. I have so much music, a lot I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's so much.
All right.
But I can say for now,
Mm-hmm.
for on the EP,
Mm-hmm.
there's a song called Come Home. I
Yeah.
really, really love that song. I'm feeling that song. I'm really, 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 really feeling that song. You know, there's as an artist, you can testify. There are some songs that you sing and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, I like it. It's all right. And there's some songs that you write and you sing and you're like, whoa, I mean
Uh,
this. And you
I
listen
d-
to it and you make you feel a way. Your own music does stuff to you. You know,
it's true, right?
it's like personal therapy.
It is, and when you listen to it back a few years later, you wonder what was going through your mind when you come up with those lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I,
Come Home is one of the songs that's doing that to me right now.
okay. I'm kind of feeling right now that you sing a beautiful song earlier about certain people, and I'm not really into conspiracies as a Rasta man, but I'm kind of feel like Come Home. Is Come Home asking that same person to come home?
You are not easy, you know, you're a troublemaker.
You know, I just like to I just like to get to the
What I
root.
could give you, I can give a hint that it is a love song. It is a love
Okay.
song.
All right. Tell
Uh,
you what, don't answer that question. I will allow you not to answer that question. Just sing us a little verse or a chorus from it.
Um, Daddy, come home. I am waiting. Can't be alone. I'm anticipating. Vibes is so strong. My heart you have taken. So, Daddy, come home. I am waiting. Your favorite nightwear. Let me massage your body right there. Got to make sure that you're in the right gear. Like a bummy, I feel explode. Nuclear. When you're sipping on your roots wine, oh dear. Your energy. What's now? Oh my gosh, I can't sing no more. I can't
Yo,
sing no
yo,
more.
yo, yeah, yo, yo. Can I say a yo again and another yo and another yo? I mean,
Yeah.
we will just do the maths.
It's really, really the EP, I won't lie. And the EP was produced here in Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
It's a youth. I work with a young boy, a young man, sorry,
Mhm,
named Noble. Noble
mhm.
Touch is he's new wave, you know.
Yeah,
He's a youth and he's very, very talented. And
yeah,
we have a very, 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 very deep connection musically. Like whatever
yeah,
it's rhythm, whatever rhythm and bill, whatever beat and bill, once I hear it,
yeah.
naturally lyrics just come And that's how we managed to work on the EP, because when he invited me to the studio to do one project, it ended up in the EP, because I was like, boy, them rhythms, them, how you building them rhythms, them boy, them thing, them music touching me on my belly, them music pulling on the inside of me, why are you doing me that? And then he was like, yeah, the tunes, and he explained, he knows what he's doing, because music is science, everything, and it's maths and everything,
Yeah.
So he's saying, yeah, some of the tones that he used, it's striking to your emotions, and I'm like, yes, boy, and I'm like, this song, this rhythm here, all I hear is a love song, boy. And he's like, yeah, I know. Well, do your thing. And it was just like that for both of us. And we just managed to bring forth a beautiful EP. I always wanted to do some, music in Trinidad, because I never really had the opportunity to do solid work here. All my work was always, overseas.
Overseas,
London, a lot of my recording, France, Europe, my albums, all of them recorded outside overseas. But I always wanted to produce something from home.
Yeah,
and this EP is that. I got the opportunity with this EP. All strictly Trini-based rhythms, fresh tones. It's mad. It's there's a genre called Trinidad right now.
Yeah.
It's a dancehall kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that too on the EP. A lot of that kind of flavor.
I look forward to hear that. Forward to hear that. So I know, like in the UK, people love you in the UK and over Europe and Jamaica and stuff like that. What is it like in Trinidad, though? Do you get the same amount of love in Trinidad?
When I'm in Trinidad, I a homie. I normal.
You say people love Queen don't get any honor in her country.
Right, but the people do love me and they honor me, but they don't get to hear the music enough, so they don't know my potential. They don't know. For them to know, they really have to be a real hardcore fan, and that means they have to do digging and searching now to find, because they're not getting fed the music through the radio. My music do really stream through the radio. I don't really play a lot, and because of that, the people in Trinidad don't really know much of me. All the time I get questions like, you stop singing, our girl, you don't sing again. No long me here, yeah. And I'm like, no, check out my YouTube. I just have a release microchip. And it's speaking about the current affairs and speaking about COVID and everything.
Yeah.
So they're like, true, I thought you stopped singing. I'm like, nah, I can't stop. If I stop singing, I stop breathing.
I'm with you. I feel you.
I can't stop singing. So, it's part of the journey,
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it's like, so the radios in Trinidad, there are lots of radios that play a lot of reggae in Trinidad, isn't it? Like mainstream radio, because I know reggae is big there. I know like almost every big Jamaican artist is always going to Trinidad to perform.
Trinidad is the testing grounds there. Them Jamaicans said that.
Yeah.
If you want to know how good you are as an artist to travel overseas, first you have to come to Trinidad and test. I hear Jamaicans say that with their own mouth, and Trinidad is one of the best places to perform, because we love roots and culture here,
Yeah.
It's just that we love it if it's coming from outside.
Yeah. That's true. I heard that. I got you. I mean, like in the UK as well, like in the UK, like you could be one of the best reggae artists that living in the UK. The DJs, them in particular, mainstream DJs, they want to hear the music coming from Jamaica, which means that some artists from the UK need to go back to Jamaica to go break through in Jamaica in order to get respect here in the UK. You know what I mean? And it is most unfortunate. It is most unfortunate that it's like that. But then unfortunately now, when you speak to a lot of the DJs in Jamaica, that is on the mainstream things, the first thing they're telling you about is this grease palm business. And may I clear up, this grease palm mean putting money in pocket. I mean, a DJ will tell you that they need 500 US to play a song for a month. Do you know how much song you got to, and they're playing like once a week. Do you know how many copies of a song you have to sell or stream to get 500 US?
That's a crazy thing. That's the only thing, though. It's a serious mafia in the music industry,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I don't know if in Trinidad, if it's like that at all, where DJs want pay to play music.
Probably there are, but I am not in that circle, and I think I reach a level. I don't think I have to do that.
No.
I don't think I have to. I pass that stage, man. Me, now come, I come like
Yeah.
a veteran, almost half veteran, quarter veteran.
Yeah, man.
Because a
So,
lot of people, a lot of people come up to me and telling me, I listening to music since I was a child, and I'm like, what?
yeah.
This is a grown person speaking to me. It's make me feel so old. But it's because I've started so young
Yeah.
and I've never stopped, and I'm still
Mhm.
doing what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
different generation now, I'm just like Bob Marley, music. Remember, music is
Yeah.
ever living.
That's true.
It's
Did
ever
you
living.
did you find it more difficult as a female artist in Trinidad than male? Is it because I know like here in the UK and I know in Jamaica as well, like some female artists could be a lot better than their male counterpart, but their male
Yes,
counterpart always seem to be blessed with more opportunity than the female. Is it
yes.
like that in Trinidad as well?
Well, it have its give and take, but I
Okay.
could only talk from my experience. I
Mm-hmm.
started off hardcore
Mm-hmm.
because when I started so hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
I gained that respect one time. You
Yes.
find if I did start off iffy and shy and wasn't sure,
Yeah.
then I would have a real hard time. And I might have
Yes.
never survived the industry.
Yes.
But I started off as a lioness ready to
Yes.
take down anything in my way.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
out there, and I was really brave. And that's because I've had my whole childhood, I was always in music. That it helped me. All that
Yes.
helped me to be an artist now. Being in the
Yes.
studio, I have a lot of discipline. I understand what it is about. I understand that, listen, this is not no limelight, smile, camera glittering. That's just
Yeah.
part of it. It's really hard grind work to be able to get to that limelight glitter thing. You really have to put in.
Yeah,
They,
man. Well,
they don't understand.
I tell you what though, there's like when it comes to reggae music, you're well up there with a lot of my favorites. You know what I mean? I mean,
Thanks.
we look at Judy Mowat and Marcia Griffiths and all of these people, but like within the last since 2002, coming out of reggae music, for me,
Yeah.
it's all about you Queen Ifrica and
Yes.
Tanya Stevens and people like those.
Yes.
And there are a
True.
few more as well, you know what I mean? But you and Queen
There's
Ifrica is like literally
yeah.
up there with that versatility. The versatility that you and Queen Ifrica have where you sing and MC as they call it in the UK is like second to none,
Yeah.
you know?
That's rare.
It
That's
is.
rare. And that is what people love about Queen Omega. The
Yeah.
ability to sing and
Yes.
the ability to MC
Yes.
just as good.
I know.
You
That's
know,
what I'm
that's
saying.
my blessing. And I
It
give
is a great
thanks to the
quality.
Most High for that.
It is a great quality to have.
Yeah, that's my blessing. Not
It is.
everybody have it,
It
but
is.
it worked for me. And I realized that my fans really love when I MC. So sometimes it's hard for me to just sing. And then
Yeah,
I have
man.
fans that don't like when I MC. They just want me to sing because they're like, girl, your voice too beautiful to try and do them man thing. Don't rough up your voice like them man.
And
Just sing.
I
But it's
have got
hard for me.
I have
It's
got
hard.
female I got female fans who told me that as well because when I sing, my style really vary and when I sing, I actually people said I sound a bit like Gramps Morgan. Gramps Morgan told me that once as well, and I supported them
Wow.
and Barry White mixed together. But then when I
Yeah.
MC, I got female fans going, I don't like when you say, I don't like when you do that rough MC things. I like when you sing the nice smooth songs. I like the nice smooth
Yeah.
ones.
But you
So
know
I
what?
know.
You have to give a little bit for everybody.
Of course. And also as well, like as a songwriter, when certain things come to you, I always decide how if it's going to sing or MC based on the best way of delivering the message,
Right.
not just for the sake of doing it. It's what way
Right.
the message is going to be delivered properly. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And
So
that's the art in it.
it is indeed. So before we say until such time, is there a message that you'd like to send out for Queen Omega fans and the people of Reggae Up Yourself?
So first, I want to say thank you for everyone who have really given me support, listen to my music, Spotify, iTunes. Thanks for the love and support. Continue to give me that love and support because I can't make it without you. And I just want to say to all those who are tuning, to all those who are listening, it's love, we can't ever have enough. Love is the manifestation of the Most High, Jah, God Himself. So or herself, because we don't know if the Most High is male or female or both male and female. With that
Yes.
being said, we have to understand that life is a balance
Mhm.
and live a life full of love, and everything will just fall into place.
Absolutely amazing. Queen Amiga, it has been an absolute joy and a real
Thank you.
privilege
Thank you. Thank you.
to,
Thank you.
you're welcome to share this moment with you. And I wish you a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of success. And
Yes, sir.
also look forward to the day when I heard the Fuchaman and Queen Amiga on the record, right? Because,
Hope, hope, hope. It will manifest. It will
yes,
manifest. We
sir.
don't put it out in the universe already.
Yes, thank you so much, Queen.
Love and
Blessings.
honor.